Hey y'all, it is February 8th, 2023. It is a Thursday. Thursday, of course, is one of my favorite days of the week. So this will be the last time, hopefully, that I have to touch on this. I really don't like when something that isn't of just what represents me, but whether I have yeah, let me just get into it because yeah. So I was watching a, one of them court shows or whatever, right? And it was a couple on there. Um, the ex-boyfriend was suing his ex-girlfriend for, I can't remember what the reason was. No, yeah, what the reason was. So he came on and he was just putting on this show talking about, well, she's crazy and she's this and she's that. And then her side was, well, he's on Instagram and he's calling girls cuties and this, that, and the third. And just the judge referred to him as being for the streets, which hearing the story, I was kind of in and out. So hearing it in the end when the details, he literally was, but I'm not here to bash him or provide judgment. But he tried to create this story of the ex-girlfriend just, crazy, delusional, whatever, right? But then upon hearing her side of the story, it's like, okay, well, her reaction was just the consequences of the things that he was doing. So why is she crazy? Why is she this? Why is she that? But look at what you're doing. And then in the end, I mean, the judgment was for the ex-girlfriend. And she said her, last little bit saying that she was, I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was the statement of the salty ex-boyfriend that was like, I was not satisfied with the result, but I just hope that everyone sees how she is and yada. And I'm just like, okay, spirit, I guess you want me to talk about it, so I will, because I was just going to keep rolling with the punches. But here it is. So you might be able to point a finger thinking you have the upper hand, thinking what you're doing in the dark against someone, and trying to paint a picture and a story. And then once everything comes out on the table or out in the open or to the light, if you will, and you're pretty much just outed, then, oh, well, you see what I'm talking about? You see this, this person acts a certain way, but this is how they really are. I'm told. Is that your only argument? I mean, you're telling lies, but then you have a whole side of the story that you're not even telling. You're not even telling this story accurately. So make it make sense, You think you have something to gain by whispering or telling lies when you think the person is unaware. Like it's always been said, what is done in the dark will always come to the light. Let's see, what else do I have to say on that? Because I'm really like, I'm over it. Like, it's water under the bridge to me at this point. It's nothing. I don't care. But I'm only speaking on this because I'm being led to. Because trust me, I really don't want to. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna move on from that because I have something completely different to talk about and I'm moving forward. So, anyways, let me tell you about this dream I had last night. Um, it was weird. So I was in like this dark auditorium. I was supposed it was with scattered. It was like maybe a handful of people there. For whatever reason, there was like there was a TV or a screen off, and I don't know if it was like a movie theater or what. I don't know, but there was someone who I my understanding in the dream was like some kind of professor maybe. And then there was only one other person there. Well, not one other person, but someone next to me that I was kind of familiar with in spirit. I really didn't to visually, I don't, but for whatever reason, this person felt familiar to me. And then like I really just was not paying attention to this professor. The other people I think were kind of doing their own thing. I could sense the frustration from the professor. And then for whatever reason, the song by TLC, Dig On You came on. That was one of my jams back when I was in elementary school. Um, I have a really good memory tied to that song. So I don't know. I'll probably go give it a listen and see what's what in it. I don't know. Um, and then the scene switched over to like a movie, or I don't know if it's weird. So anyways, what I remember was kind of the scene going up to a castle. The castle was like really, really high up in the sky. And I remember hearing the castle has eyes, and there was like little bitty, it was like literally like little bitty eyes, but for whatever reason, they were able to kind of cover it so they could kind of peep in and look into this room where I think it was like this prince that came in with his, I guess, soon to be princess or whatever. And he was telling his mom that that's who she was. And then it's weird because it's like I can't remember if I, okay, let me just say how I feel. So the scene changed to the princess saying, so this is what you do. You just come in and you don't vet this person. And then all of a sudden the prince pulls out this sword and he places it up to his mother's chest like he was defending the princess. And I'm just, well, the soon to be princess. And I'm just like, what the heck is this? So, I mean, you would think that maybe that would be something the queen would say, his mother, but yeah, I don't know. Very weird. So the scene changed. We were like outside and there was a funeral going on. I remember seeing it was like this weird floating like transport bus that the coffins were going in. And I remember seeing some coffins off to the side. And there was this mother and her baby looking at the coffins. And on the picture of the coffins were of the people, the mother and the baby. I'm like, oh my God, these are ghosts. I wonder what happened. And there wasn't much of the dream left. I ended up waking up, but that was just so weird to me because it was like a grassy, all of this seemed to kind of like take place in like I want to call it medieval times, those movies, just stony castles, grassy areas. Yeah, so this was like this was like a grass field area. I don't even remember if the castle was even in the scene. It was a sunny day. I really don't know what that's about. I really need to get something to interpret my dreams. But dang, only one thing at a time, because even this morning I woke up with an idea to kind of maybe do something different on here. And I was kind of grappling with starting it, just laying in the bed. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll get back to it. I gotta give me an idea. And I'm really trying to see if it's something that I want to do. But usually when I'm told or instructed, let me say usually when I'm instructed, I like to say told, but when I'm instructed, I am usually obedient. So we'll see. It's something that's going to really take me outside of my comfort zone. So we'll see. Trust me, if it's something I decide I want to bring forth, you'll see it. What else? I really thought, now on a, just kind of reverting back, I really thought that was an interesting way for spirit to just really just kind of show me that specific court case. I feel like it's something else I want to say. I don't know, just be mindful of the people in your life. You think that you're being friendly, you think that you're being helpful to people in your life, maybe even a stranger. I mean, it's really kind of jacked up when you call yourself trying to help a stranger and that backfires. I mean, it happens. You make a judgment call. You see someone sitting on the street and you don't know what's going on and you don't ask, and you just decide to either go out your way to, well, here's, I bought you lunch, or, here's a couple of bucks. And then they look at you like you have three noses and it's like, well, what did I do wrong? But yeah, but you think that you're being helpful to someone, and secretly I don't know, they feel a type of way. They see your life and they see how things come easily to you, or you have a lot of options, or you are. And I'm not saying this in a way to be like cocky or arrogant, but you just know when you're around people who are, just blessed in life to not have to struggle, or if they want something, they can go get it and it's not a problem. And some people see that it's just like, well, what are you doing, or what do you have that just makes, your life just so great? Meanwhile, I'm struggling and I'm barely doing this, and things don't come easy to me, and I may have to go get a loan, or I might have to go sell something, and and it's in those times where you should look at people like that who are willing to help you as a blessing. That means God sent them to you specifically. They may not be able to give you money. They, and it's not always about the money. Maybe a prayer is all is needed. If you know that someone's struggling and they're confiding in you, and you know what, I'll say a prayer for you, and you're hopeful, two people who come together for something can make some magic happen. I am a firm believer in prayer. That's all I do. All I do is pray. And I am grateful to have that instilled in me from a young age. That's all my mom did. Pray until something happens. Pray. And I'm a kid. I'm just like, oh my God, really? What? God, really? Pray. What? Prayer fucking works. So my prayer for people coming here, I pray that you're not here under, well, let me say this. I pray that you were led here and will be able to learn something, be able to see something in yourself to maybe want to make a difference. That's what I'm here for. I do this for me, but ultimately I'm doing this to help the next person. I am not weak. I'm not naive. I am not a pushover. I stay peaceful for as long as I can, but it does not mean that I'll keep turning a cheek, because I only got two, and I'm not considering my ass. Know when to leave people alone when they're not fucking with you. Know when to leave well enough alone, because you don't know who you're messing with. You may see this person every day, but you don't know the kind of backing people have spiritually, or not even spiritually, just people in general. Doesn't even have to be about invisible helpers. Invisible helpers being spirit. But when people in their right mind can use their own judgment and can know 100 miles an hour that this person is a good person, people will stand up for people like that faster than someone who's trying to darken someone or paint them in a negative light. Because what do you have to gain for that? Okay, so Susie Q walks around here like this, that, and the third, but Susie Q is peaceful. Susie Q is drama free. Susie Q doesn't mind helping. Susie Q is just a regular ass person who, just ain't for the drama and the ins and outs of what society likes to. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but in the world of, I don't know, be a Susie Q. Be a Susie Q. Susie Q is cool. But yeah, no, on a serious note, like, if you're not here to learn, if you're not here to help, if you're not here to grow, I am grateful for the people that I do have subscribed. I don't know what people's intentions are. But if you're not here on some positive shit, please hit unsubscribe. Like, I don't come here looking for a show, because this ain't it. This ain't it. This is a regular ass chick who is just documenting her life, her spiritual journey, for entertainment purposes, and talking about dreams and crystals and smudging, and just what have you. I'm not here on no drama ass shit. I'm not here on no messy ass shit. Cause in real life, no drama, no mess. That's me all day long. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap, cause I think I done said all I had to say. I just couldn't pop up on here and after telling a story for your entertainment purposes, and then just roll. I mean, honestly, I really could, but they were not gonna have it. So again, stay in perfect peace, or as close to perfect as you can.